What is up, Hyperdrivers? I'm back for another Jazwares Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron unboxing. This time, of course, I have the Ahsoka T-6 Jedi Shuttle, and I'm super excited to get this thing out of the box. This, of course, is the shuttle from the Ahsoka TV show series, and this is the one that got me into collecting Micro Galaxy Squadrons. I saw my friends unboxing this one, and it just looked so awesome, I had to go pick it up. But before we get to this, I want to give a special thank you to all of you subscribers out there, you Hyperdrivers that continue to watch my videos, continue to leave comments and give a thumbs up at the end of the video. It really means a lot to me what you guys do. And for you guys who are flight crew members, a special thank you to you guys. At the end of this video, you're going to see a wall crawl with each and every one of your names listed on it. So make sure you check that out. It really does mean a lot to me what you all do, so thank you. If this is your first time joining me, I am the Medinalorian, and here on the Hyperdrive, we geek and talk about all things Star Wars weekly. And I fight the urge to grow up by unboxing cool freaking collectibles like this one that I have right here next to me. So if you like to see unboxing videos like this, I enjoy creating this content for your viewing pleasure. Please consider subscribing. Leave a comment if you're so moved. I guarantee you're gonna have a good time with me, all right? So with all that out of the way, let's get this thing unboxed. All right, so here's a real quick look at the box. As you can see, this one is a Series 2, and it comes with Ahsoka, Sabine, and Huyang. And then you also have the T-6 shuttle right there in the view. Looks like there's going to be some assembly required on the side right there. You got another cool image of the T-6 being chased. And then on the back is a little image there of the ship. Looks like in a hologram. That would actually be kind of cool to see, is to have like a hologram of the ship like that. That'd be kind of dope. But anyway, so you got the hologram right there, and then you can see all of the different openings and how you operate the vehicle. So that's cool. And then on this side, there's some more functions, and then we're back to the front. Okay, wow, just wow. This is an incredibly cool ship. I love how this thing came out. This is so awesome. Has to be my favorite Micro Galaxy so far. You know, just looking at the details of this thing, this is so much cooler than the Imperial Shuttle was. And wow, it just is, it's that freaking cool. I got the opportunity to see the studio scale model at San Diego Comic-Con years ago, and that one was super nice. You know, of course, it was for the movie, lots of detail, but this looks really close to the detail, at least, that was on that ship. And I love that they incorporate even that articulating technology to allow this to rotate this way, so you could have it in the vertical flight mode. That is just freaking bananas cool. I love how that looks, and you even can see the turrets that are right here on the above and the side of the cockpit like that. I believe that's what that is anyway. They look like guns. All right, you got the rear turret right here, which is awesome. I love how this opens and allows you to put Sabine in the back there like that, so that's really, really cool. All right, that's awesome. Again, this articulating thing is dope. You have landing gear that you can incorporate, so if you want to have it in the landing mode like that. The only thing I wish it came with was a stand. I mean, this ship should have come with a stand, especially since, you know, most people like me, I would like to display it like this. Because to me, this is the most interesting way to display the ship. So, I mean, I think this would have been kind of cool to have some kind of contraption that maybe lines up in the back here, like a clear mount, so that it gives it that illusion that it's floating in space. So that's something that I'm going to have to try to see if I can find. Other cool things about the ship is that you have these doors that open, and then they reveal the inside of the ship, and they open from both sides, so you can see right down the middle if you wanted to. They are very difficult to open, but they got that snap technology, so you can hear that snapping motion, which is nice. There is a ramp on this side, which is also fighting me. I mean, it's a good thing that it fights me, because it makes me feel like, you know, this thing is, dang. There we go. Okay, the ramp comes down like that, so when you have it in the flight mode, or I'm sorry, the landing mode, you can have the ramp down. That's really cool. Like I said, it does fight with me a lot, which is good, because it makes me feel like, hey, you know, this thing isn't just flopping around and loose like that, but it is a little bit of a pain in the ass. Easiest way to get this section off, which reveals the interior part of the cockpit, or interior part of the holding area, I guess you could say, is by pulling back on this from the back part of the engine. And you got to really apply some force, but then you can see the training room and the holding area in the back of the ship, which is awesome. I mean, they really thought of everything when it came to the playability of this toy and the look as a prop. You know, so it's really fantastic. Again, this is a pain in the ass to put back together. You got to kind of like really apply some pressure on everything to get it to snap back in. Hey, see? So it's a little bit of a fight. There we go. Okay, but then it gets all back into formation right there. Everything is nice and connected the way it should be. And it's just, this thing is just, I'm blown away by this. I really am. This is one of the coolest little toys that I've ever had in my collection. And it's big enough that it can command some presence on the shelf. It just needs a stand. That's the only thing I would say is the negative about it, that they dropped the ball on that part of it. But everything else about it is fantastic. So I would highly recommend you get this, especially at the current price right now. This is an absolute win, you know, if you want to have a nice ship in your collection, especially if you're a fan of the T-6 shuttle. But that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. And until next time, may the force be with you.